We're a couple days away from 2025, and something that I started to do before 2025 is one of my New Year's resolutions is taking care of myself. So today I decided to get out of, I don't even want to say a funk because I wasn't really in a funk. It was just more so of, I just be tired. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to force myself to get up. I'm going to force myself to go get my hair braided. And I'm going to force myself to, actually do something for myself outside of anybody else, right? And I did that, and I must say, I feel like 1,000 times better already. I think New Year's resolutions have like a very negative, like vibe around them, because it's like, oh, you wait the whole year to do something, and then like, are you gonna actually stick through with it? But I've been noticing when I follow the same ritual for my New Year's, I do end up meeting my resolutions. But the only thing is I don't keep track of them. So this year, my New Year's resolutions, I'm gonna keep track of them. And keep track of my progress. So I think that's one of the things with New Year's resolutions is just trying to make sure that you're keeping up with your progress, because who doesn't like to see progress? And I feel like when you do see progress, it's like you go towards the goal even more. Like you go towards your goal like even more. And that's what I plan on doing. So for New Year's Eve, and you can probably hear my daughter in another room. She's fine. But she's playing. That's what playtime sounds like. But with my New Year's resolutions, I'm actually going to keep track of them so that I can eventually, or like I can see my progress. I'm somebody who loves to see progress. That's what keeps me going. Now, so one of my New Year's resolution, and that's the other thing with my New Year's resolution is I'm not waiting until the new year to start them, because I have a bad problem with procrastination. And with procrastination comes me having way too much room to talk my way out of things. And it gives too much room for self-doubt to sink in. So, like I said, my New Year's resolution of making sure that I take care of myself better and keep up with myself a little bit better no matter how tired I am. I was like, let me just get up and do it today. And honestly, I don't regret that. I'm actually happy I did that, because now it's giving me room to start focusing on one of my next goals, which goes hand in hand to what I'm talking about now, which is self-doubt, because I give myself way too much room and space for self-doubt to sink in. I get into my head really bad when I don't just act. And that's a part of my resolution, one of my resolutions, or my resolution as a whole, is to just act upon it. Stop waiting. Because the time is going to pass by, and I don't want to live in regret. I don't want the time to pass by and it's like, oh, if I would have stayed consistent with this, or if I just would have did it instead of doubting myself, it'd be, who knows what, something could be by now. So don't let anybody make you feel bad for still making New Year's resolutions. And keep them secret if you want to keep them secret. Like, you don't got to tell everybody what you're doing all the time. And that's another thing, is not giving people the power to get into your mind about your resolutions. You have one life to live. So if you want to make a resolution every year, go ahead and make a resolution every damn year. Who cares? So I think it's safe to say that my resolution started today. And what is today, the 29th? So December 29th, and I'm going to come back and circle in a year in 365, I'm going to come back and I want it to be full circle of what my resolutions are. I will not share all of my resolutions publicly because I am a believer that outside energy is just as strong as inside energy. And everybody does not need to just know what you're doing. Everybody doesn't need to know. Like, everybody doesn't need to know. And getting back to the resolution that I started today of, taking better care of myself, better self-care, like, all that. I feel better already. Like, I can't wait to keep it up because, like, I feel better already. Is sometimes you could just lose yourself. And it's like, no, just keep going. And it's okay to stumble. It's okay to stumble. Just don't fall. It is perfectly okay to stumble. And give yourself grace with your goals. Like, goals aren't going to happen overnight. Rome wasn't built overnight. It just is what it is. But consistency is key. And give yourself grace. That's something I had to learn for myself. Like, I just have to give myself grace. And I feel bad. And that's the other thing. I could sit over here and keep thinking about, oh, well, you said you was going to do this last year. You said you was going to, well, I started today. And I'm going to keep going. And in a year, I'm going to circle back. In a year, I'm going to be happy because regardless of what happens, I did it. And I can say that I did it and there won't be no regret, because that's the only thing that I don't want is having regret. That's what I don't want. So what's some of your New Year's resolutions? Like, do you take the time out to, like, plan out your resolutions, or do you just go with the flow? Like, because I swear I used to be like a go with the flow person until I realized that actually that method does not work for me. I need a plan, or else I just wander aimlessly. But some people going with the flow just works, which is also fine. But, like, what New Year's resolution? Don't share publicly if you don't want to, but just think about it. Like, in a year, what do you expect? Like, what do you want? Especially for yourself. Like, how does it make you feel when you complete something? Like, seriously, like, how does it make you feel? I need to figure out how to do these. Cleanse and fully dry skin. Let's see. Should I just wipe around my nose? I think I'm gonna wipe around my nose before I do this. I make it in Black Cat. But all in all, I'm proud of myself today, and I just wanted to share that I'm proud of myself. So that is a gold star for me, from me, and that's one of my other goals, is to post more, which goes into what I was saying about how I get in my head. I take too long to post, and then I just start getting in my own head. I'm really camera shy. I'm not shy in person, but camera, I have no idea why that is. So, but good night, and I hope everybody is planning for a good 2025. So, good night or good morning, depending on when I post this. Good night or good morning. I don't know.